gentlemen. Now I know what you're thinking. Big Pretty is always very well dressed. He's always in ties. He's always in suits. He's always got on his fancy dress hats. He's always dressed up. You know, at best you see him in business casual, but you never see him in anything else. He must always dress like this. He must always be dapper. Well, you are correct. I always try to dress dapper. However, not only do I consider this ensemble to be dapper, or with this ensemble, that's what we're going to be talking about. Casual dress and dressy casual dress. Today on Big Pretty Man. Hi, and welcome back to Big Pretty Man, a channel for the extra large man who wants to live his life large and in charge. I'm your host, Timothy Big Pretty Crowe. I'm a wardrobe and lifestyle consultant for the extra large man. Okay guys, as I was saying in my intro, this video is going to be about casual dress. Now, as opposed to business casual dress. And I think right here we need to start defining some of these defining some of these categories as far as dress. Now, because it's a little hazy. Now, I think everybody knows what and would agree what true formal dress is. Highest level being, of course, white tie, which is very specific on what must be worn and what can't be worn. Next down from that is on the slightly less high formal would be the black tie, the more common formal, really formal dress. And then after that, you get down into more of the suits, the business dress, and that would, your matching suits, with, of course, always with good shoes. Now, after that, you get into what's called business casual. Now, what exactly is business casual? Well, it really matters on who you ask. It's very subjective. Therefore, I'm going to give what I think I'm going to give my definition of what I think business casual is, as well as casual and what I call dressy casual, which is in between. Really, business casual is clothing that are good enough to wear to the office in a business setting. They have enough professional look to them, or air to them, which is reminiscent of the suit era, of a suit, to make it acceptable, and professional. But at the same time, is casual enough that it is much more comfortable and easier to wear, and not nearly as formal as a suit. So, what are the parameters of that? Well, some would say that business casual, it could be anything from a blazer and tie instead of a suit, all the way down to polo shirt and chinos. That's a pretty big gap, don't you agree? Well, me personally, I think that more defining for business casual, think of it, business casual means that you're in the office, you're in the job, you're somewhere where you're required professionally to be dressed right, but not require a suit. So I do think that it would be a step down, which from the suit to the blazer, with or without a tie. That's one option, which makes it a little more comfortable, a little more loose. Still looks professional because you got the blazer on. Of course, dress pants. And as far as shoes, maybe not the full high-end shoes, Italian shoes. Maybe something a little more workable, a little bit more, a rubber-soled, a rubber-soled semi-dress shoe. Maybe something crossover shoes I talked about in my earlier video. But yet, so you're comfortable, it's a little looser, but yet you still got a professional air. Now, I'd say that the next step, but between that and full casual will be what I'd call dressy casual, which is what I consider I'm wearing right now. It's not really made for the office. It's not really made to be professional. It's not really for, for any type of business setting at all. It's just dressing well, but yet comfortable and functional. So, it's a little dressy, but yet it's functional. Clothes that would look nice, whether you're standing at a mixer, kind of a little more casual mixer, or going to the grocery store, or going for a walk, or going shopping, it would still work. You know, you wouldn't be overdressed, or not too bad overdressed. So now the next step from that is what I see as casual would be, this is in the area where it's just pure functionality, and you're getting down to chinos and maybe a polo at the high end. At the low end of casual, of course, would be your jeans and t-shirt. You know, now a few things I will say about these categories of mine is I do not feel that in what they call business casual, jeans ever have a place. Jeans are not for a professional setting. I'm sorry, I just don't think that they are. I don't think they look right. If I was walking to a business meeting and a guy's got on a pair of jeans, I'm probably going to be thinking, you know, I'm not going to be thinking you're the highest of professionals or you're the guy in charge. You know, Steve Jobs be damned. I'm sorry, but you know, I still feel like there are some standards. And you know, I think, like I said, you should have on at least some semblance of a professional wear. Now, as I said, I want to be talking mostly about the dressy casual, and there's a reason for that. It's just because this is a channel for the extra large man, or the extra large man. Now, I do understand I have a lot of viewers that are not extra large men, and you are always welcome. If you're taking something from what I'm saying, whether it be on confidence or on dressing techniques you want to apply, fine, you're more than welcome. But I do still talk from the platform of an extra large man. Anyway, back to it. The reason that I want to talk mostly about the dressy casual is because of one simple big pretty rule that I'd like all of you bigger guys to at least consider and I hope you take to heart, and that is this. It's a little harsh, but as big men, as extra large men, as men who are heavy set, morbidly obese, fat, however you want to put it, we do not have the luxury any longer for complete casual dress. We don't. We do not have the luxury to just throw on any type of outfit and head out the door. We don't have the luxury of throwing on jogging pants and a sweatshirt and heading out the door, you know, with old sneakers. We don't have the luxury of jeans and a t-shirt, you know, to head out the door. Why? Because unfortunately, those clothes are not flattering to the extra large man. What is flattering to the extra large man is more of a dressy casual to a business casual. Period. Now, some of you may disagree with that, and that's your right, but I would challenge you to say which one looks best. When an extra large guy is dressed up a little more dressy, or even from business casual to this dressy casual, or when he is in jeans and a t-shirt. Think about it and really be honest. So therefore, it is my belief that every time a big guy leaves leaves his house, every time he goes anywhere, whether it's to the store, whether it's on a walk, whether it's to visit friends, you know, to do anything, at the bare minimum, his casual should be a dressy casual. Now, going from because, and I'm going to go into jeans and t-shirts a little bit later, but so okay, what am I defining as dressy casual? Well, dressy casual, I would say, would be like what I'm wearing right now. This would, I think, would be a little bit of the higher end of the dressy casual. And you know, as you notice, I'm wearing a dress shirt, and a vest. I have no accessories like, you know, no pocket squares, no boutonnieres, nothing like that. I'm not showing my legs, but I'm wearing just a basic pair of black slacks. You know, and if I was to leave like this, I'd be perfectly fine leaving either in trainers to kind of match what I was wearing, or, you know, maybe a little bit more of a functional dress shoe. But, you know, this would be the bare minimum. But as you notice, with this outfit, I have still kind of spiced it up a little bit. Now, I could just go like this and leave my collar open. However, like to throw, to be able to show a little more dressy, I've thrown in a ascot, or what's also called a cravat. They call it a cravat mostly in England and Europe. And it just adds a little bit of pop. It adds a little bit of something extra, and that makes it stand out there. It's a little different. You don't see it all the time. It will draw a little attention, and that's another little rule when it comes to any type of dress that you're doing. And I've talked about this before, whether it be business casual, business dress, formal dress, or even this dressy casual, is that you should always do things to make yourself stand out. Because the reason being is because we're already big men, and we will, we're not trying to, deny that. We're not trying to even dismiss that. But what we are trying to do is show that's not all that I'm offering. That's not all I want you to look at. You want to give people something else to look at other than your belly, other than that you are a big man. You want to give them something, you want to give a different type of impression. That you don't want them to just look and say, hey, there's a big fat guy. No, you want to say, hey, look, that big guy's dressed really sharp. That's what you're going for. You want to draw attention away from just being pigeonholed as you're just a fat guy. How do you do that? Through some pop in what you wear, through a little individuality, through going a little extra step. And I think the thin line that we have to walk, and I often think about this, is, you want to be a little bit flamboyant, but at the same time, not to the point where you look like a clown or a pimp. and I admit, sometimes I get kind of close to that line. I have to pull myself back a little bit. But I do think you need to be a little closer to that. The basic just shirt and pants, that's not going to do it. Throw in a few extra things, and throw in some accessories, throw in some, throw in something a little different. Put on a different type of hat. Like, with me, I wear my bowlers. People notice that. I wear a cravat. People notice that. I wear my vest. I wear my pocket watch. I wear my jewelry. It draws people away from just saying, oh, here comes a fat guy. It makes you, hey, look at that big guy. Damn, he's put together. That's what you're after. Now, now once again, and I'm applying the same rules that I applied if you saw my earlier video on how on the 3 things that can make to change a big man's shape, make you look fab, and that is, of course, the tools that are trying to take away the roundness shape to your body. And of course, once again, I'm using a vest, and underneath the vest, of course, I'm using the suspenders. Yes, I've pulled my pants all the way up to my true waist. I have the suspenders on, and I have the vest on that comes down and covers the front butt, as I call it, the pendulous belly. It also helps even out my sides, so that I don't look like these big. I've took those lumps away and I've narrowed it down. You can refer back to my earlier video, but it's still, I'm applying the same thing as I was with business casual dress. It still applies. Now, with that, it does put a few little challenges or limits or decisions you have to make. The biggest one is that, okay, if you're going to wear a dress shirt, of course, unless you want to show those suspenders, and I will admit, suspenders have a little bit, for a big guy, thin guy can get away with suspenders. They look kind of charming. Big guy and suspenders, it's a bit, it's a bit of a stereotype, big guy can't keep his pants up, all of that, so it's not always that flattering. So I generally like to hide the suspenders, and to do that, I put on the vest. Vest hides the suspenders. Also, because you are wearing a belt, as I said in my last video, that hooks into them. These type of suspenders that hook, clip suspenders that clip to the belt. Technically, it's a little bit of a fashion faux pas. You're not wanting to show that. So you're having to leave, so the vest helps hide all that. So my basic rule is if I'm wearing a dress shirt, I'm going to always try to wear one of my vests. And I think vests are a great accessory, a great part of an ensemble. They look nice, they add a little character. You don't see them every day. They are perfect for this, what I'm calling this dressy casual. And they also hide a lot of sins and all the support systems that you got going on. So I do recommend going out and getting a pair of these belt clip suspenders. Suspender Superstore, one of the best places to get them. And I said before, they are a big guy's best friend. Whether a big guy's best friend, whether in formal wear all the way down to casual wear, which I'm going to keep showing you. Now, if you feel comfortable about maybe wearing a pair of suspenders, then you want to consider it doing something to make it part of your statement. For instance, if I were wearing, say, a black shirt and black pants, and I was going casual, I might want to put on my black and white fedora you saw, and I could wear a pair of white suspenders there. Maybe with a white cravat or with a black and white polka dot cravat or a black and white tie. At that point, it's really then the suspenders are going to play well into the outfit. And you can, that's just one example. If you can play with it like that and wear your shirt exposing the suspenders, then that's great. Now, so yeah, definitely this is the type of, high end of dressy casual you'd see me out in. Now, the other type would be the more comfortable dressy casual, which would be with the longer shirts. Now, when I'm going to be really casual, what I consider the lowest casual that a big guy should go, it's going to be with these long shirts. I actually love the long shirts. This one actually comes down to just past, right down to my crotch. And I think that's the way they should be. Now, a lot of people will be like, well, the big shirts, that's such a cliche or a stereotype for big guys. You know what? That may be true. However, a lot of people wear the big shirts. I see, it's really popular with the younger African American guys. It's really popular with the hip hop guys. You see a lot of the really long shirts. So they're very much in fashion, even with average sized or skinny size. So hey, why not us big guys? And they actually are functional for us because they do the same thing that the vests do, and that is they cover up the pendulous part of the belly and they help to even you out on the sides. That's always the goal, guys, when it comes to anything you dress, is remember, I'm trying to even myself out, not look lumpy, and I need to cover up the front butt. I need to cover up the pendulous belly, and even that out. No matter what you're wearing, always keep that in mind. So now, yes, I do love these long shirts, and particularly the type that have this two-tone with the cuffs and often the collar. You find these are really popular and really nice ones through Robert Graham's collection. They're really they look really nice. I think they look really snappy. I think they look really dressy but still casual. They bring a lot of pop into your outfit, and they're just kind of a cool look. They give you kind of a suave, cool look. Robert Graham shirts, they can run pretty high. You're talking about $150 to $200 or plus dollars. But I will say this: when it comes to your casual wear, put the same type of finances into it that you would put into your business casual or more suit wear. because you're going to be wearing that. Think about it, it's logical. You're going to be wearing that probably far more than you're going to be wearing a suit, and far more than you're going to be probably even wearing the business casual. So when you're walking around casual, make sure you're wearing good quality clothes. Good quality clothes are going to cost money. Now, like I said, you can always use the layaway systems, the PayPal, the PayPal system, the installments, that type of thing. But either way, get it done. Use coupons, whatever you got to do. Now, like I said, the two brands I like are Robert Graham or 28 Degrees, both of which you can find at DXL. And once again, I'll recommend DXL to get a big guy's clothes. And I just want to say, I know I brought DXL up several times. I'm not getting any type of endorsements whatsoever from DXL. Not a dime, not a penny. I wish I were. Maybe someday I will, but not now. Now I'm just giving you advice to help you out, and that's my only goal. But anyway, so outside of that, another type of long shirt that I really highly recommend, and I really like them. They're both kind of vintage, but yet still contemporary, and they're still kind of make a cool statement, and that would be bowling shirts. That's right, good old-fashioned bowling shirts. I saw Tony Soprano wear them in the Sopranos, and he made them, and a lot of the guys in that show wearing them. On 2.5 Men, we saw Charlie Sheen. He always was wearing the bowling shirts, and they look cool. They've always looked cool. Guys have been wearing them now for what, 60 years, 70 years, and they still look cool. And what's great about bowler shirts is that they usually have the vertical stripes. And the vertical stripes, and they are long, and they're durable. But they have the vertical stripes, and those vertical stripes are also help you give you that impression of being more narrow. It takes away that lumpy look. It makes you look, puts you more into more of a rectangular dimension, which is what you're going for. They're usually made out of rayon. They're very durable. And you can get them in all kinds of different designs and kind of with cool little decals on them. Get playing cards or martinis or billiards or bowling. You can also have them monogrammed, which I'm not going to lie, I've got a big pretty bowling shirt. I'll wear it for you at some point, but. So yeah, they look good. They also, once again, just like these other large size shirts, they cover up the pendulous belly. Now, on top of this, we could talk about pants. Now, as I said, I'm not, I wear jeans. I have jeans. I do wear them on occasion. However, to be quite truthful, jeans are not, as I said before, flattering on big men. Just the way they're cut. You have to, if you get jeans, you do need to go to your true waist, not under your belly, like I've talked about before. However, even then, the shape of jeans, they really show that bulge. So, it really sticks out. So, I usually only wear jeans when I have to do something very industrious and functional. For instance, if I have to do yard work, if I have to work on my car, if I'm going to go mountain climbing or hiking and I need something a little more rugged, something where I need denim, then I'm probably going to wear jeans. However, I still think that a good pair of chinos or dress slacks still look a lot better on bigger guys. But either way, even if you get the jeans, just like I said before in my other video about how a big guy can look fab, you still want to go for that triangular look, and that ends at your feet. So therefore, you need to have your jeans tapered down, especially down from the knee down to your break, and the same thing with your dress pants. You will still want to give that shape. And if you are wearing jeans, then you definitely want to wear a longer shirt over a long shirt to cover up that pendulous belly. Still, your shirt needs to come down to about to your crotch. so that, you know, it's hiding your, it's covering up all that scaffolding. And the good thing about wearing these big shirts, and whether wearing jeans or dress pants, once again, I've got on the suspenders. That's right. You know, that's the reason these clip-on suspenders on your belt are still the best, because you clip them, you know, now you can wear them under your shirt, on your I wear them on my bare skin. It doesn't bother me. If it does, you may want to wear an undershirt. But me, it doesn't bother me. But, you know, they always keep my pants up. They always keep my pants up to my true waist, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And the big shirts help cover that up, whether it be jeans or slacks. Now, back to jeans and slacks, I would say you also need to have your break. I would like to set mine just a little above. You know, your break should come to about where you tie your shoes. I like to have mine a little higher cut so I can show off my socks, because once again, socks are an accessory that you can kind of show off, and you know, match with your outfit. Excuse me. Now, another big thing, so we've covered what kind of shirts to wear, what kind of dress to wear, but you know, that's just the first part. Once again, as I said earlier, you've got to do some things to make you stand out and take away from, here comes a big fat guy, to, hey, look how well that big guy is put together. And that is, once again, your accessories. And if you will notice, I've got all my accessories on. You know, you got to make a statement. You got to put some individuality into it. You know, you got to draw your attention to more who you are and what you're representing, you know, than you're just a big man. So, you know, with me, like I said, I've got on my my bracelets and my watch, you know, on both hands. You know, I've got on, you know, I got on my rings, you know, and of course I've got on my necklaces. I got on 2 necklaces. Now, when it comes to jewelry and it comes to accessories, of course, less can be more. I would not go more than 2 fingers on a hand, and as far as necklaces, probably no more than 2. And they shouldn't be too big and garish, though sometimes I go a little bit big and garish. But I'm Big Pretty, that's what I do. But yeah, you know, jazz it up. You know, individualize it up. You know, don't just walk into a room in a long shirt and pants and blah. You know, come in good with a watch on. Come in with some bracelets on. Come in with some necklaces, some interesting rings on. Come in with a nice hat. You know, like right now, I'm wearing this hat that matches the shirt. You know, and this straw hat. But I could just easily put on that flat cap I had on, or I could just easily put on one of my. I have a blue bowler or a Hamburg. Well, Hamburg's a little too dressy, but anyway, I could jazz it up. You know, I could put on a fedora. You know, accessorize, make a statement, stand out, so that when people see you, that's what they're going to notice. They're going to look at how well you're put together and how much pizzazz you have and how much flash you have, and that's what you really want to go for. You know, so now the last thing I'm going to talk about is t-shirts. You know, believe it or not, and I know this may come as a shock, but I actually love t-shirts. I actually have over 300 of them. At one time, years ago, I was really big into t-shirts and retro t-shirts and horror movies and things like that with t-shirts, and I still have them. However, t-shirts are something that they're a little too casual, and like I said, it's an area, jeans and t-shirts, you know, just like jogging pants and sweats, it's just not something that looks that good on big guys. Now, if you are going to wear t-shirts, make sure once again that you don't wear them too tight. You need to go a size, you know, make sure they're the right size. Now, I'm a 4X, you know, I'm not going to get a 3X. You know, I'd probably fit in a 3X, but it'd be a little too tight. It's going to show things off. You want it to come down. Once again, the shirt needs to come down to probably just about above your crotch, you know, as far as long, you know, and it needs to not be tight against you. But I would still advise, you know, button up long shirts over a t-shirt. You know, there are times that I will wear a t-shirt and jeans, but usually when it is when I'm wearing a leather jacket. You know, leather jacket, you know, pair of good jeans, tapered of course, pair of riding boots, you know, with my newsboy hat. That's a good, you know, of course with my jewelry, I'm going for a certain look there. You know, that you can understand, but most of the time I'd say avoid t-shirts unless you are, like I said, doing something industrious, physical and industrious, like where you don't want to mess up your good clothes, like mow the yard, do work on your car, you know, walk the dog, you know, things like that. But other than that, I think you should go with the dressy casual, as I said before, and kind of avoid t-shirts. You know, they're good for around the house, but make that about it. Now, when it comes to casual shoes, I'm actually very liberal about it. I think because when you are being casual, part of being casual is being comfortable and clothes that you can actually function, you know, that have some functionality, that you can go, like I said, grocery store, go to the mall, go do what you do, go run errands, you know, do what, you know, go visit with friends, you know, with, you know, something that doesn't require any type of dressy look. And therefore, you know, I have no problem with wearing sneakers, or some people call them trainers or tennis shoes, whatever you call them. I commonly wear them, and I actually do recommend them for big guys. I mean, because, you know, once again, we're carrying a lot of weight on our feet. I weigh about 330 pounds, so that, you know, that's you know, like what, you know, like 140 pounds on each you know, actually about 55 pounds on each hoof, you know. Yeah. So, you know, that's a lot of weight. So, and the good thing about trainers is they are actually made to help support that type of weight. Another type of shoe I'd recommend is actually hiking boots. Hiking boots are really great when you have to do a lot of walking around. You have to, you know, and there you could wear that with jeans. But mostly, you know, I have no trouble with trainers. Now, the beautiful thing about trainers now is that you can match the colors to whatever you're wearing. I would say a basic white pair is good. Maybe a blue pair, a blue and white pair are good to have. Maybe a black and white pair. I think if you have those shoes, you should be able to kind of match just about any outfit that you're wearing. But, you know, so outside of that, I see nothing wrong with these crossover shoes, you know, if they're comfortable, or loafers, or even if you want to, you know, if you have a comfortable pair of dress shoes, you can wear those. They will go with the outfit. That's a good thing about it. If you're wearing slacks rather than jeans, or, you know, dress shoes are going to go with that, but actually dress shoes can even go with jeans, and you know, with the right socks and all of that. So, you know, there is a lot more play in casual dress than there is in more formal and more business forms of dress. But the whole point is to do two things: is to cover up, you know, and cover up and conceal, you know, the roundness of the body, make it more triangular, and to and to make a statement. Those are the two goals: cover up, you know, create a shape, and make a statement beyond just the clothing about yourself through your accessories and your jewelry and all of that. Okay, guys, that's all I got today for casual dress or dressy casual dress. Please stay tuned, because I'm going to be doing another video on summer casual dress specifically. And also, if you have any questions or any comments or any suggestions, then please, you know, leave me a message down below. I'd love to hear from you. You know, you can also reach me by Facebook, by email, by Instagram, or by Twitter. And also, if you haven't took the plunge yet, don't forget to hit this little King Henry head with my pretty face and subscribe. I'd love to have you. Okay. So now get out there, get you some nice dressy casual clothes, put on some nice accessories, you know, and until I see you next time, stay pretty.